Welcome back, everybody. Uh, we return in the midst of the day's activities. Students are moving to and fro outside of the campus around this shrine that has existed in the nearby town near next to Kodo. The forest that extends out from the shrine seems to extend out for miles and miles. You can't see an end in sight. And at the base of the steps, little tables with snacks and water for students have been set out. There are a great deal of students who are choosing not to participate because it's a scary time. A test of courage is meant to test your courage. And with the students of Kodo Academy, it's very likely that these things will be exceptional, let's call it. We see one Timony Brass who has packed up the corner store for the day and is coming to cheer on his girlfriend, Xellen. He has a little cardboard sign with Sharpie written on it. Who's the bravest, Xellen? And he is looking around for her. Pio, where is Xellen right now? What is she doing?
Oh, she's probably she's in it to kind of to get it done. This is the last big hurdle. She's kind of wrapped up her her obligations, and
Mm-hmm.
wants to is ready to get her courage tested. So she's getting in out in front and just kind of stealing her resolve.
Okay. You're preparing. You see other students around who are some are stretching, some are recanting, little chants to themselves. Some of them are trying to remember, like, did they do this last year? Maybe they'll do it this year. Oh, I don't see my buddy who was in the test occurs last year. Maybe he's going to be one of the scares. And people just trying to mentally prepare themselves to not be frightened. I don't imagine it's the case, but is Zelen at all worried about this? Beyond living a rather exceptional life, uh, you know, uh, this is something that's supposed to frighten and terrify. Is there any nerves or apprehension?
Zelen is a little concerned about you know the actual ghost of the shrine,
Hmm.
whatever that thing was. But she doesn't think that anything ginned up by you know just regular people could actually scare her.
Makes sense.
She's she considers herself as knowing fears that nobody else has ever experienced. She considers herself to be rather hardened in that respect.
Fair enough. Um, while you are, you know, not even stealing yourself, pun unintended. The a voice on a megaphone kind of rattles over the whole crowd. Attention, students. Um, as with every year, our teachers are going to be on a chaperone duty. So each student will enter into the test of courage alongside a member of faculty. Um, we have a list of students here and the faculty member who would be going in with them. So please just line up in an area. Your faculty member will be over here, and they point a little area where all the staff has been sectioned out. names begin to be called. Continue, continue, continue. And as it eventually does get to your name, we you hear Xellen, Mari, Christopher, Lark. And you see there is a gaggle of students who have been placed in front of Christopher. Some of them are very excited because he's popular and nice and cool. One of them may be a little too excited. You hear, yeah, yeah, as Hunter is kind of just really feeling it. But as you kind of move in with the group, Chris looks out and goes, "Okay, who wants to enter first? We got first crack at it. Anyway, raise. Can I see a hand? Anybody? Not a hand.
Xellen
Oh,
will. Oh,
I was just gonna say nobody raises their hand. Everybody's just kind of trying to read his shirt. They're just squinting.
Xellen will step forward. I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's go. And since we have first crack, I don't worry. I think we'll be fine.
Very well.
After you, Miss Mari, please. The front of the steps await us.
All right. Well, Xellen will head toward the steps, and
As you approach the stairs leading to the top of the shrine, you see candles that light the way, that follow a path. They go all the way up the steps, and you imagine they go deeper inside the forest part.
okay, so it's up to the shrine, then like past
Past
the
it.
shrine into the forest.
Yes. So as you stroll up, Christopher is behind you, and he kind of idly just says, kind of looking around, "It's your first test of courage type thing. They do this where you went to school before?"
This will be my first of this type of thing. I did not really go to school before.
Right. Sorry.
You?
No, and I've done it before. I've organized a couple of them. But this one feels a little different. He says, looking back around where you can hear the sound of Daisy. It should be fun. We'll go through. There'll be some other students trying to scare us and stuff, and then we'll make it on the other side. Oh, nice accessory, by the way. Yeah.
This?
Yes,
The flower?
yes, that is a. I don't think I recognize it. It's very nice looking.
I've got dandelions and red spider lilies. It should offer some protection against the spirit.
A red spider lily. Cool. Well, if there's a spirit, oh, there's legends about that. I think we'll be okay.
Hope so.
We should.
And so you've been in a test of courage before.
Yeah.
How did your courage fare?
Pretty good. It turns out if you know where a bunch of the scares are ahead of time, it's a little less scary. It's like watching a movie first and then watching it again. Doesn't hit the same. But hey, that's not here or there. This one should be all new information. So, you want to head up?
So we'll, continue on up the path.
As you step up the steps, you can see petals from red spider lilies just mixed in with leaves and in like brush, and a familiar sense of something hanging around the air is something you can easily recognize, but it isn't something that is watching you. It just something is around. Chris doesn't seem to notice, but as you guys walk up, you hear from the person with the microphone, "Enter at your own risk. Prepare to be scared." And you step up. You reach the plateau of the stairs, the top of the stairs, and ahead you see the candles lead into the forest.
All right.
Xellen, I would like you, if you could, can you make me a, let's call it just luck. Give me 2d6 plus anything that would like relate to preparedness. I'll give you a d6 for like the flowers.
Uh, hmm. What are you qualifying as preparedness here, really?
Anything that would prepare you for like the test of courage itself, and then anything that would prepare you for extracurricular versions of this test of courage.
It's really just kind of the flowers.
Cool. 3d6
Unless
is a decent number of dice. And let me know what that result is.
that is a 10.
That's pretty good. So as you move through the tree line, you pass the shrine. You can see there's a little offering left out that's been eaten through, and you enter the forest proper. The trees grow denser and denser as you move, and you can hear little sounds from maybe speakers, maybe wildlife, just kind of in every direction, just crunching of grass and the rustling of leaves. And you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Zelen turns to look.
It is Chris. And his like normal demeanor, his like, face that he shows to the people is dropped a bit. He's seems a bit more casual. So while we got time, I guess you in the corner store, you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I thought you might have some particular insight on an issue I've been pondering.
Just so happens I might have a question about something like that for you too.
Chris, do you know? You have a lot of information. Do you know anything about my father's?
Not specifically. I've done some digging, sure, but everything I have related to a Xellen Mari does not lead back to anybody I could see as being a father. I don't know what the connection between this X character, and he kind of looks at your kind of outfit and well, you're wearing your school uniform, so never mind. And a Doctors Without Boundaries are, or if that's even a real thing. But your father's, I haven't found anything on. Please enlighten me.
I don't know. I don't have too much to say about them. I don't know them. Ellen doesn't know if it's a good idea to meet with them. She doesn't seem to trust them in some ways. Understandable. They kept her rather imprisoned for a time.
I, I can say I know a little bit about maybe not trusting your old man. I might even know
Even
a little about the second part.
I, but I, I am curious about them though. I do wonder if I should meet them, if I should know them. I don't.
Well, how do I put this? I think I think questions aren't something people like to leave unanswered. And if you have a question that's unanswered, I I would pursue it if I were you personally. Um, and if you don't like the answer, at least you don't like that answer, and you can live your life the way you want without question.
I just worry about the potential repercussions, not just for me, but for Ellen if I met them. I don't know what would happen if perhaps things really would turn out as dangerously as she fears.
There's always the possibility. I know. He jerks to the side as a little spider drops down on a string, and he like kind of grabs onto your arm. As I was saying, I personally, my dad is kind of a lot sometimes, and he's done some things that aren't the best. I think maybe, no, they aren't.
No, definitely.
I I guess when we went, like I went to Harbor with my father, and we tried to get Victoria to come back home with us. It it didn't end
Oh,
well, but
hmm.
I I kind of gave him similar advice. It's it's worse to not know, I think. It's not knowing is certainly a an existence I feel is not as fulfilling, or not as satisfying. uh I don't think you should just do dangerous things. Do your research, do your due diligence, but uh maybe it's just the past couple of days, but I'm starting to think that uh you should do what it takes to try and be with your family if you can.
I don't know if I don't even know if what even is family. Like, I mean, they didn't they didn't make me on purpose. Does it still? I mean, Ellen's my sister, and I made her, but I get uh, it's a complex situation, I suppose.
Certainly. he kind of looks around, and up ahead he sees like a bunch of cobwebs and stuff, and kind of like shifts to walk behind you a bit. Um, it that sister of yours, you and her have been at odds before, right?
Yes, that's a way to phrase it.
It's not beyond my purview to get a hold of some security camera footage here and there. And I gotta say, Miss Murray, your exploits are a sight to see. I I wonder, do you think siblings can bridge a gap that got destroyed a long time ago? Even if they even if maybe they don't deserve to.
I I think so. I it once I let go of my vendetta, I never imagined that Ellen and I could actually grow close. I, I the best I was hoping for was some kind of, separate existences where we, you know, just didn't do battle, but she she really wanted it. She made it happen. I think that if I I think you and Victoria are starting off from a a different position, but certainly not a worse one, I don't think.
I I tried to keep up with her and stuff, but it's hard with prep work and different companies and stuff calling me and doing interning for the Purpogenic. I can't always know what's going on. You're around her a lot. Do you think she's, I don't know, doing well?
Hmm. I well, for the most part, I thought so. This She really, 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 really did not want to come to this school, not because of you. No, that was before she knew you were here at all, as far as I'm aware. Just a school
Hmm.
was a big ask for her.
She always runs. No. Um, there. Listen, hey, there's gonna be like some kids in some ghost costumes up ahead. Just let's make a quick left here. Um, ah, he he kind of is silent for several moments. Your kind of footfalls hit the pavement. He directs you like a little bit out of the candles. You pass by some kids in the wood, walk right behind them as they like prepare for kids to come down the path. And as you veer back onto the tree line, he speaks up again. The candle line. Listen, I I don't think I know much, or if anything, about your dad's, and I think if you want to know, you should chase that. I can't do a whole lot. I have limited resources, but this Ellen you speak of, I've only ever seen the name. I don't think I've ever actually looked into her. If she has any closer ties to them, I could see if I could find any information for you. At least point you in the right direction.
She don't do that. That's I. If I talk to her genuinely, I think I would have to go through her. I certainly don't want to do this behind her back.
Okay. I I I thought I'd offer. I mean, if you ever need any information, um, I might know a couple of people I can make a phone call or two, but I understand.
You probably shouldn't go poking around them, or you might get drone striked or something.
His eyes kind of twinkle with a little bit of excitement. Fair enough. I won't push the issue. Just I trust Victoria's judge of character, and she seems to be very fond of you. So these things that cause you worry, I think, are pretty valid. You gotta take the steps you want to take to get somewhere.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've said some pretty smart things in my life.
Hmm. Well,
We're almost through this thing. Come on. He kind of jams his hands in his pockets and steps forward. The You see the back of his shirt has the dumpling with the little tiny bud on it.